Have you guys seen what is happening in Nigeria now? It will shock you. What is going on in Nigeria now will shock you in education. In education. The other day I made a video saying that British schools, British-based universities run to Nigeria to do exhibitions, to advertise their schools, to attract Nigerians, to beg Nigerians to relocate and go and study in the UK. So each school was advertising. We have the best engineering school, we have the best marketing school, we have the best tech school. So that's how the schools came. Because something is going on, because they discovered that Nigerian students are not coming. And I said it before, that once Nigerian students are not coming, the entire country will suffer. The UK economy will suffer because the number of students that are coming there and paying rent, bringing in money into the economy. Nigerians are not sending their children on scholarship. The ones that go on scholarship is very few, poor people children. But all these wealthy people, they send their children, pay them house, they don't work while going to school, send them allowance every month, give them money. So that is millions being injected into the UK economy every month by Nigerians. And all of a sudden, UK started doing gra. We don't want them. One school even came out to say they are deporting Nigerian students. Some who have even paid their fees. They say, no, you have not completed the fees. We will deport you. Nigeria gave them. Trust Nigeria. And all these things now, Nigerians know they like stress. They don't see that. They have come to realize that, first of all, we are spending huge amount of money to send our children to UK. Send them abroad to study. We are still taking care of them. Still yet, this country still they disrespect us. They still they stress our children. Still they discriminate on them. So they have the audacity to say they will deport them. Now me get the money now. As a father, now me get the money. So why would I send my child again? So after that, drastic drop immediately. And what happens? The economy starts suffering. Schools start losing money. Schools can no longer sponsor themselves. Schools no longer have money to pay teachers. Schools no longer have money to run. What do? They are forced to go and look for more students. They are forced to go and advertise and see how they can get students from other means to get students. And that is leading to what we are addressing in this particular video. You understand? Nigeria don't teach them a bitter lesson. And they will never forget that bitter lesson. You understand? And I don't see Nigerians going back. So, now that they have discovered that it's not working, see what they are doing. British are now building British schools in Nigeria. Now like this in Nigeria, everywhere you set your feet in the country, British school, British International School, British International School Lagos, British International School Ikeja, British International School Mainland, British International School in Victoria Island, British International School in Banana Island, British Abuja the same, everywhere. And these are not small schools. British International School, you see campus, it be like university. That is what is disturbing them now. So now they are struggling to catch up by building British international schools everywhere. Do you know the school fees in British international schools? Sometimes you need to ask yourself, how much is the school fees in these schools? We are coming, I'm going somewhere. These British international schools, now they built everywhere for Nigeria now. Almost every state get British international school. If I now ask you, which state are you from? Is there British international school in your state? You could tell me yes, so we get like 2, we get like 3. Lagos, we don't go fit counter. Abuja, we don't go fit counter. Why? Why everywhere British international school? Why? You see, these Nigerians have gotten to the point where they are fed up. They can no longer carry their money to send these children to go abroad, to go and study. Meanwhile, opportunities are in Nigeria. People are now seeing the opportunities in Nigeria. People are seeing, in the past 5 years, the young, richest Nigerian youth, the most successful Nigerian youth making names in business, Nigerians that are becoming billionaires are not in America, are not in the UK. They are in Nigeria. B-Lot is in Nigeria. In any sector, health. Nigerians that are making money in that health, the top ones are in Nigeria. Top tech guys making money in Nigeria, they are in Nigeria. So Where is the opportunity? In Nigeria. Where is the market? In Nigeria. How do you want your child to grow in a place where it's saturated, creativity is limited, freedom is limited, and you want the child to become the top? You know, the Nigerians love competition. So they are seeing the competition is rising in Nigeria. And so these British schools, they have changed the strategy. They don't change strategy. Now, instead of Nigerians going there to study, they are now bringing the British schools to Nigeria. Yes, that is the new strategy. British schools now, they no go wait when Nigerians go over there, go study. No, the British schools now, they will rather come and establish in Nigeria. That is why everywhere you go in the country, British school this, British school that, British school, American school this, American school this, American school that. And let me tell you that these schools I'm talking about, they are teaching British curriculum. They are bringing British standard of education. Primary school, they teach them how to swim, how to dance, how to do music, they teach them everything. That's the kind of standard they are bringing. So they are bringing in all of that. And that is becoming a reality. A reality that we are not discussing in Africa. We are not discussing this. Why is British? And we are not transforming the British schools to become the prestigious schools in Africa. Because every African country you go, these British schools, now their school fees, they expensive pass. Now the schools, they be luxury. Now the schools, they be, I cannot deny that once the school has what it takes to offer knowledge. To offer knowledge, you can't put a price on knowledge. To be honest, you can't put a price on knowledge. But we can have Nigerian school bring in their standards. Even though I know one thing for sure, that these British schools are not owned by the British. One thing I know very clearly. All the British schools you are seeing rising in Abuja, rising in Lagos, rising all over this country. The British schools, no be Britain get them, are Nigerians. So smart entrepreneurs in Nigeria, smart business Nigerians, they have discovered that people love that British school idea, to see that your child is in Nigeria but it's schooling as if it's in the UK. So they now put it British schools. Nigerians only to use the name British schools, so that people will now, will not spend much on marketing. They will send their children there, spend millions, millions. And before you know, they are coming out with lots and lots of skills. So that is the new strategy. And that will continue to limit the number of Nigerians migrating to the UK. It will continue to limit them. That is the honest truth. Now, before I end the video, for those who think Nigerians are poor, for those who think Nigerians don't get money, I want to ask you, how much do you think is school fees in these British schools? Because there is no British school in Nigeria where the school fee is less than 2.5 million, 3 million naira, 5 million naira, 10 million naira. Yes, so those are, you won't get ones way past 10 million naira school fees. Now, how many politicians are in Nigeria? If you want to say all the people where they send their children to these schools, now politicians, as people claim, so now politicians where they thief money for a country. So how many politicians Nigeria gets? So are you telling me Nigeria has 1 million politicians? The 1 million politicians, now only their children don't flop for the whole of these schools. Most of the politicians have their children, they are abroad. So who are the poor Nigerians sending their children to this kind of schools? If Nigeria is so poor, how come they are paying this kind of money for school fees in Nigeria? How come they can afford to study in this kind of schools inside the country? How come? You see, Nigerians are not poor. I keep saying it. All the rumors and the statistics and everything that goes online to show that Nigerians are poor people is just because they want to put it so. And I'm not saying poor people do not exist in Nigeria. They do. Every country has poor people. As a matter of fact, it's better to be poor in Nigeria than to be poor in America. I will tell you this 1 million times. It's better to be poor in Nigeria than to be poor in the UK. It's better to be poor in Nigeria than to be poor in America. Because at least if you dey poor for Nigeria, you go still see where you go sleep. House go dey. Food go dey. You still see something chop. In America, you are homeless. And you cannot afford to be homeless in America. The snow will buy you. The heat will buy you. Rain fall. It's just their own condition worst. So when we want to compare wealth and wealth, let's look at wealth in Nigeria, wealth in America, poverty in Nigeria, poverty in America. You will see that Nigeria will still be better. In any case, you want to look at it. So this is what is going on. These British schools, there's been a transformation. People are discovering the advantages in Nigeria. People are discovering that Nigeria is the new place. And that's why everywhere you go, they are establishing British schools. They are building British schools. They are trying to make sure that since Nigerians are no longer relocating, Nigerians can have the British schools in Nigeria. And that is the good news, man. I love schools that can impact children. Imagine that your child is in school, primary school, and the child learns swimming, different sports beside the education that the child is following. So your child can easily identify a skill, a talent that can make them very successful. And that's something we must celebrate and say, wow, it's better. And now that these British schools are in Nigeria, Nigeria is making more money. The government is making more money. The economy is progressing. And who is winning? Nigeria is winning. So it is a win for Nigeria at the end of the day. It is what it is. Your boy Ajay Max on this one again. Thank you for watching this amazing video. Smash the like button, smash the notification bell. Come back anytime you're free, guys, because there's always more beautiful and amazing videos just for y'all. God bless y'all. Cheers.